Hello, everyone. Hello, Lucy.
Hello.
I am hosting Lucy, and our conversation will be dedicated to the relationships in Indian families. India, my favorite topic. And I would like to thank you for accepting my invitation and agreeing to answer some questions. So I'm sure it would be very interesting for everyone. And let's start. And first of all, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? So that our listeners know you a little bit better.
Yes, thank you very much for the introduction. I'm Lucy. I am German. I'm living in Germany and I'm 30 years old, just turned 30 actually. And I work in the tech sector in sales. And yeah, that's all about me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's great. And my favorite and most popular question, I think you probably heard it a million of times. How did you guys meet? So did you ever think before that you will be in a relationship with a foreigner, or it happened all of a sudden unexpectedly for you?
Actually, I didn't expect I will be with an Indian guy one day. Maybe a foreigner, yes, but with an Indian, not. So it was a big surprise, but a really nice one because yeah, we are together and we are happy, and yeah, that's all about what I can say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really nice. But can you please tell us how did you actually meet? How did it happen?
Of course. So we've answered this question a lot because people think we met online or Gaurav moved here for me, but not at all. We actually have a friend in common, which we both met in a bar like 5 years ago, and she introduced each other. Like it was really random. We didn't think we will meet that day. And Gaurav, yeah, was already living then in Germany. He already spoke German, which is really good because he then can also talk to my grandparents,
Yeah.
which can't speak English. And yeah, that's how we met. We met already in Germany, so Gaurav didn't have to come to Germany for me.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, yeah, because you probably were asked this question so many times. Yeah, because it's some couples they meet online. I think most of the couples meet online these days. Yeah, that's why your
Exactly.
story is a bit different. Yeah, so I would like to ask you, how fast did you understand that he is really the one with whom you would like to spend your life with? Which qualities of
Yeah.
your partner impressed you the most?
Um, that's a really nice question. Actually, as I said, we know each other since 5 years, but we didn't have contact all these 5 years. After like 2 or 3 years, after we met, we actually got in contact, and then we met, and we were like friends, and then quite fast we realized there's a deeper connection than just friends. So yeah, it took nearly 3 years until we realized that there's more behind it than friendship, or until we actually connected. Yeah.
Yeah, and which qualities did you like the
Of
most?
Gaurav.
Yes.
So Gaura's really caring and he always thinks about other people first. I really like this. Um, I never had someone that wants me to feel so special and wants me to be happy, and that's just one quality of him which I like so much. And it's not just with me, it's also when we meet friends or his parents. He always wants others to feel comfortable, to feel happy. And yeah, that's just really something really nice to have, especially when you got older and you look for a long-lasting relationship. You want someone that loves you so much, that takes care of you, that wants to be with you. That's just, yeah, something we should all look for, no?
Yes, of course. These qualities are very important, and especially for a man, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
to feel loved, to feel care. Yes,
Mm.
this is the most important thing. And I would like to ask you, were you interested in Indian culture before you met Gaurav? Did you know something about India or nothing? Not at all.
Not really. I was like, I don't know if I've ever said this, but I've been vegetarian for 15 years now, over 15 years actually. And so we connected first because of Indian dishes. We cooked together, that's how we met, and we could, which I really like, could always eat the same things because Gaurav doesn't eat meat, I don't eat meat, no fish, and that really made it easy. That was the first connection. And then when we actually went to India, I realized what a beautiful culture it is, how nice people are there. And I think what we see online in the movies is not real India, and there's so much more to it. So to answer the question, before I was not the biggest fan, or I didn't know so much about the culture. I speak actually Spanish, so I was more interested in the Latin culture, I guess.
Yes, yes.
But since
That's what I know about you, yeah, because you were really into Spanish music. I know that you are dancing bachata for a long time already. So,
yeah,
so from Latin American culture to Indian culture, yeah,
yeah, but I
it's a
feel
bit
so
different.
comfortable. Yeah, I like the dresses. I have some Indian dresses and jewelry, and I love the food. So very happy I met Gaurav.
Yes, and this thing about that both of you are vegetarians is really amazing
Yeah,
because I think it would be difficult probably for you to
yeah,
be with someone with a meat eater, for example. But in
yeah.
Latin American cultures, I don't think you would meet vegetarians.
No, not really. And you know, when you go to India as a vegetarian, you feel so like welcomed. It's so kind of normal, which in most countries it's not to be vegetarian. So you feel so, yeah, glad you are in this country where you have so many options of dishes, which I never really had before,
Yes, indeed,
especially not in
indeed.
Germany. In Bavaria, where I'm from, we eat a lot of meat. All our dishes mostly have meat in it. I guess also in Russia, so you can understand.
That's true. When my husband went to Russia and we went to the restaurant and we asked, "Do you have something vegetarian?" The first was, "Yes, yes, we have salad." And something
Oh,
else
nice.
except salad. Yeah, we have fish. I said, "No, fish is not vegetarian." But somehow people think that fish is also okay for a vegetarian because many vegetarians they eat fish. Okay, you don't call them vegetarians. Yeah, there is some other word I forgot now, but people,
Pescatarian,
yes,
it's
people
called.
who eat only fish, yes. So very limited option. But is it easy for you to be vegetarian in Germany? Do you have Indian shops where you can just get everything?
Yes, so there are many Indian shops around, but Gaurav also cooks Indian food for me or for us. So anyway, it's easy. And I feel like it's getting more and more common in Germany to be vegetarian. Also, my sister's vegetarian, and my family now cooks vegetarian for both of us when we come home and visit them. And yeah, it's just getting like more accepted also to be vegetarian, no? I remember when when I started 15 years ago, there were
Yeah,
limited options to what we have now.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I noticed that even in McDonald's there are so many vegetarian burgers. Earlier you could never find them, but not in all countries. Sometimes we went to McDonald's somewhere, I don't remember, but they don't have anything vegetarian except
Yeah.
but here there are a lot of options. Yeah. And can you please tell us which languages do you communicate with each other? You mentioned that Gaurav speaks good German. Do you
Yes.
understand a little bit Punjabi, or what is your common language at home now? German or English, or
Uh,
which one?
Actually, we speak a mix of German and English. There are always like some words German, some English. We started to speak mainly English with each other, but now we speak more and more German. But yeah, it's like a mix. And actually, I'm trying to learn some Punjabi. It's a really beautiful language. And yeah, I'm know maybe two or three words or two or three sentences now. But yeah, it's much more difficult to learn Punjabi than for me it was to learn Spanish
Yeah,
because there's more access to Spanish. Um, on the internet to learn it, and with Punjabi, not that much, you know. And also, when you look for song texts for translation lyrics, you will not find so easy in Punjabi or in Hindi. So with Spanish or with
yeah,
French or Italian, it's so easy to find.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard you spoke Punjabi. Yeah, you remember?
Yeah, a bit.
You
Yeah.
try to make an effort. Yeah, it's a beautiful language, but I would say the pronunciation is the most difficult part, at least for me. I don't know how do you
Yes.
feel about it.
Yes, exactly. I sometimes try to speak something like a few words I know in Indian. People sometimes didn't understand me. So I was like, what am I saying wrong? But at least Gaurav knew what I wanted to say.
But you know, I was really impressed that Gaurav speak more Punjabi than Hindi because I noticed that a lot of couples, even from Punjab, they speak more Hindi than Punjabi. Not everyone would speak really Punjabi. So he's really promoting Punjabi culture. That's a really
Yeah,
nice thing. Yes. So you're planning to learn more Punjabi in future.
absolutely. Yeah. Whenever I go to India, I'm trying to pick up some more. So I ask Gaurav or his family to translate what they just said. Also, his family or his parents, they don't speak English. So, like, maybe his dad speaks a little, like a few words. But out of respect, I also think it would be from my side nice to learn Punjabi so I can communicate with them better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, that's true. And since you mentioned parents, so can you please tell us what was the reaction of your parents when you told them that you are in love with an Indian boy, and what was the reaction of Gaurav's parents? Yeah, so
Yeah.
did they accept the choice of their son easily? Because you probably heard that not all Indian parents are so acceptable. Let's say some are very conservative and they don't want any foreigner daughters-in-law. So, what is your story?
Actually, as I mentioned before, we were friends. So my parents already knew Gaurav, and Gaurav's parents also knew me because he told that he's meeting me. We are cooking together. Actually, he asked his mother for recipes which we can make together, which was also very cute. So then it was more of like a shock that they found out, oh, we're actually not just friends, we are together. But there was no doubt ever. Like they accepted, like both parents side, they accepted us that, yeah, no problem at all. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's very important. Yeah, because
Mm.
so
And
many.
also, whenever I'm in India with his parents, they are so nice, so accepting, and also understanding that I come from another culture. We do things differently. So I think it couldn't have been better with his family. Yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
lucky.
yes, indeed. I would say yes, because you probably heard there are so many sad stories. Yeah, that couple have to break up just
Yeah.
because of parents. Yeah, they didn't accept and they didn't want to accept the foreign girl. Yeah, that's sad. So I'm very happy to hear that. So there are a lot of happy examples. So because some people they just when they just start dating they have doubts. Yeah, if the parents will accept or not, if we should continue or not. Yeah, so we should look at good examples first.
Yes, exactly.
And another question I would like to ask you, you are engaged now, so are you planning to have a big Indian wedding or a small ceremony in Germany?
Uh,
How is it going to happen?
oh, we get this question also a lot because people ask, oh, when are we getting married and how is it going to be? We are not sure so far, but first we would like to get married in Germany so his parents can finally come to Germany and visit us here. So we would like to have like a small ceremony and then in India, but then we need more planning and we maybe need to go there before to have everything set. But in Germany for sure, in India, we're not sure how we're going to do this. If it's going to be big or small. I like it small because in Germany we
It's not
don't
possible.
celebrate it.
For
I
India,
know.
it's not possible to have a small wedding, so be
We're
ready for
trying at least.
yeah. And you're living in Germany, so I would like to ask how Goros feels in Germany. Does he feel comfortable, or did he ever have some, maybe, I don't know, unpleasant situations? Or because many couples say, okay, that there is racism and you can feel it sometimes. What can you tell about it?
Yeah. So Gora feels really comfortable in Germany. I mean, he's been in Germany for 7, 8 years, so
Oh,
it's his
that's a
home,
lot.
and he says that he wouldn't like to move back because now he has, his work here, he has me here, he has my family, his friends, so he couldn't think of moving back. But I think I guess many Indians have this in Europe with the visa. It's sometimes a bit difficult,
Yeah.
like you're waiting for your papers and it takes very long, and I think that's the only issue that I guess every Indian or foreigner faces when they come here. But yeah, Gaurav will be German, I guess, next year. Has his German pass, and then it will be even easier for him.
Yes, indeed.
uh,
But did he come to study to Germany or?
yes, so he lived in Singapore before,
Oh,
and then somehow he decided he wants to move to Germany. And then he yeah, came here and studied, and then he started an apprenticeship, and now since about 1 year he's working full time in a hotel. Yeah.
that's nice. And was it easy for him to find friends? Does he communicate more with the locals or with expats, maybe with Indians, because there are a lot of Indians in Germany? So, because I know that it's not always easy to make friends with locals. At least I
Yeah.
find this
Yeah,
myself.
I know what you mean. So I would say most of his friends are Indian, but it's also because the school he went to where he studied, there were many Indians, so he's still friends with them. And yeah, it's just, when you know one person or one Indian, then you know kind of a big
Yeah.
group because they always get together. But yeah, he also has some friends from here. So both mixed, but I say more Indian.
Yeah, yes. No, and Germany is full of Indians, so I
Yeah.
think you will come across them anyway. And what about his job? Was it easy for him to realize himself professionally, or is it difficult for an expat to find a job in Germany?
Um, Honestly, for Gaurav, it was really easy because he's so skilled. So he now works in the back office of a hotel, but before he was working in a bar as a bartender. So these jobs are needed a lot in Germany.
Yeah,
So when he applied for a job, he always got it really easily, and they always gave a lot of good feedback to him that he does a good job. He's very hardworking. So it's not difficult for Gaurav to find a job
no,
here when you
that,
are so hard, when you really want to, when you really work hard, when you really show you want to work in this company you apply for, then no, it's not a problem for him.
yeah, but I think it's very important to know the language, yeah, if you
Yeah,
want good job.
that's yeah, his advantage because he speaks German
Oh,
fluently.
that,
He can write, he can speak German, so yeah, that's a big bonus. So everyone that wants to move, to Germany or to another country, you should really learn the language, not just communicate in English all the time. So also to get to know maybe the culture
yeah, yeah,
more, no?
yes. And do you see your future in Germany, or would you like to live somewhere else? Maybe, I don't know, in 5, 10 years?
Because I have my parents here, and we are very close, I don't want to live anywhere else. So my parents and my grandparents, they live in a village like 1 hour from here. And as Gaurav's family already lives in India, it's nice to at least have some family around, So on Sundays or on public holidays, we go home and visit my family, and it's the best, to have someone around, because sometimes you just need this to go to a place where you feel comfortable and yeah, have relatives here.
No, of course, of course. It's very
Mm.
difficult to live away from your
Yeah.
family, but I mean, not like moving somewhere permanently, but for example, just to stay somewhere for a few years to get a new experience and then maybe come back. Yes.
Maybe this
Yeah,
year.
it's
I actually lived in Australia for 1 year, and I lived around 1 month in Spain before, a long time ago. If you would ask me, I would move back to Australia for sure. But with the visa, it's also very difficult there. So staying there for a longer time is hardly possible. Yeah.
Yeah, even for a German citizen,
Yes,
is it so
very difficult. Yeah.
difficult? I don't know anything about Australia. I know that it's very difficult for a husband, for example, or wife move to for his partners. That I heard, yeah, but I didn't know that. Yeah, I remember that your favorite city is in Australia, so that's
Yeah.
why I asked you this question. Maybe Australia one day or some other country.
If I would get a job offer and they would sponsor me, I would go straight away. Because it's also warm country. My parents like warm countries, so they could visit me for a few months and stay there. But no, I would not move to a cold country because I don't like the cold.
Yes, I can understand you very well. I really wanted to end up in a warm place, but somehow we are not living in a very warm place. So I would prefer to live without winter. No, no
Same.
winter at
That was not a problem in Australia. It was always warm, at least
all.
like 15 degrees was the coldest. So yeah, I was always happy because good weather makes a good mood, no?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when I don't see sun and here it's mostly cloudy or rainy, so it's like it affects your mood a lot, you know.
Yes.
Just feel down, you don't want to do anything. Yeah, and you have when you have sun like in India, almost 365 days a year. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
yes.
Absolutely. When I was in India, what I realized, especially once I went in April, all the people are inside all the time. Like
Yeah.
when you go to a coffee shop, the people sit inside. In Germany, when it's summer, the whole city is outside. Like here in Munich, we have like a big, it's called English Garden, so it's like a big part, and the people are out there, and the coffee shops are sitting outside, and the bars are full. And in India, it's the opposite. So when I was there, I said, "Can we please go outside, sit outside?" But it's not so common there than it is here in Germany.
Yes, yes,
We
exactly.
love,
But
we
how did
love the warm
you
weather.
tolerate Indian heat? Was it okay for you? Because April, May are the hottest months in India.
It was a maybe bad idea to go when it was so warm. So this year, well, we went mid-March to April. It was so nice, really,
Yeah.
because it was warm but not too warm. In the nights, it got around 15 degrees. That's really nice. And then you can also spend some time outside and not just all the time inside in like a shopping center on a coffee shop. Yeah, I loved it, and I would really go again in February or March. That's the best time because
No,
in April you can't be outside, you just have to hide all day and then go out in the night.
or maybe on Diwali. According to me, it's the best time. Like in October, November, really, a really nice time to visit
Okay,
India.
we should try this one day.
Yes, and to feel Diwali in India, it's a totally different atmosphere, totally like a very festive vibe. Yeah, you just feel so nice. I'm missing these days. Unfortunately, it's not possible for us to go during October, November. That's why, yeah,
Yeah.
only yeah in April or in summer. But summer in Punjab for me, it's like the worst time because it's 100% humidity and I can't stand it. It's so difficult. Yeah, it's not so hot, but it's humid, really. Very
Yeah,
humid.
in his city, well, he lives on the border to Punjab or his family, so they live in Rajasthan right now, just like 10 or 15 minutes by car to Punjab. And this is the warmest city in whole India, so it can get 45, 50 degrees. And sometimes, like just this morning, I looked how warm it is there now, and I couldn't handle like 45, 50 degrees. You can't really be outside, no? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I experienced it when we went in the end of April. Yeah,
Mhm.
like exactly like during this time, a little bit earlier. So it was 45, but it was 100% dry, and I felt perfectly fine, no problems at all.
Dry
But
weather is also easier for me to handle, I
yes,
have to
but
say.
when it's humid, that's why I don't like climate here because it's very humid here. It's always raining. It's like I never lived in a humid climate. I think for people who are used to it, maybe it's fine, but for me, it's not easy, and
Mm.
I can't adjust to it. So that's why I prefer to go when it's plus 45 than when it's humid. And since we started talk about India, I would like to
Mhm.
ask you, what was you went already a few times, so what was your
Twice,
first
actually, yes.
experience, yes, in India? How did you feel that? Did you expect this country the way you imagine it, or it was something totally different? Because in the news they always show like only bad pictures of India.
Um, yeah, the first time it was very difficult because I had such a wrong expectation of how it's going to be. So I thought it's like in the movies, but it's not at all. It's so different. And India has his beauties in different ways, Like, for example, when you go traveling in Europe, you look at the cities, like the city centers, and you go sightseeing. And in India, everything is so far apart. Like, even when you go to Delhi, you say, oh, let's go to the Taj Mahal. Well, you drive a few hours, then you go to the Red Fort in Delhi
Yeah.
itself. You go to the from your hotel to there, it just takes hours. So you have to plan much more, and you can't do that much. But they have really good food and very nice clothes and amazing people. So you just have to find beauty in these things, not like typical sightseeing like you have in Rome, Paris,
Yeah,
Munich, maybe
exactly.
you understand what I
Yes,
mean.
yes.
Um, so the second time, which was this year, I went with so different expectations. I said, okay, well, we do these things which are planned, but if we can't do it, then we don't do it. Like, to not say you have to do all these things. And also we spend much more time with his family and his relatives. And we spend a lot of times in nice restaurants, nice coffee shops, and shopping. And these are also nice things to spend time with the family to make some memories.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. And what is your favorite place in India?
My favorite
Yes,
place,
yes,
um, that's very easy to say. It's the Golden Temple in Amritsar.
yes,
Uh, it's just so stunning. Everything is made of gold, and when you go in, it's such a nice environment, People there are so respectful, and it's like it depends when you go, but last time when we went, it was very quiet, and you could enjoy and look at all these. There are so many impressions you get, so much to see. And we didn't actually go inside the temple because the line was too long, and I didn't
yeah,
want to wait 3 hours. Maybe and yeah, that's definitely my favorite place. And I'm going for sure again
yeah.
next time. I've already been twice, and I'm going for sure many more times.
Yes, I always visit Golden Temple. It's something special. I don't know. You feel like I don't know. I feel very peaceful there. It's like you always get
Yeah.
peace of mind. Yeah, you can just sit and meditate. Yeah, it's amazing place. Yes, I agree with you. And where would you like to go? What would you like to see in India where you didn't go yet?
Very easy to answer to. It's the south. I've never been to the south. I know the food. Actually, my neighbors here in Germany, they go to India nearly every year. They go to the south. They
Yeah,
say the north is beautiful, but the south has also really nice places. And so I would like to go there and also to Goa.
yeah,
Actually, my dad, before he came to Germany, he went to Goa, and well, he went to more places in India, but he told me about how nice Goa is and about this Portuguese influence, and that's
yes.
also something I want to see.
Yeah, and I think you should visit Kerala. It's so beautiful there, especially if you love nature.
Yeah, I
It's
love
really, and
nature and
it's more
hiking and
peaceful than Goa. Much
yeah.
more peaceful. Yeah, I think for people who want peace, yeah, Kerala is much better. Yeah, Goa is I don't know. It's also different south and north.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I haven't been there, but that's what I heard. Like, and I think in the south it's more peaceful. In the north, people like to party. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very busy all the time. Yeah, yeah, and you don't feel like in India there. So it's
yeah.
also
Wow,
one thing. Yeah, it's very different.
interesting. Okay.
Yes, and I would like to ask you, what do you like the most about India?
The most about Indians
Yes,
or about India?
no, about India now.
India. Um, I love Indian food. Uh, the dresses, like the colors, the like how welcoming they are. I love chai, Indian chai. I have to drink every day. I now learned how to make it, but Gaurav still makes me Indian chai in the morning.
That's nice.
Yes, there's a really long list, but these are some of the things I like a lot. And of course, my Gaurav.
Yeah,
Um,
this is the main reason
yeah,
why you love
yeah.
India.
But
Yes.
well, you know yourself. It's so nice if you're with a partner from a different culture. You get to learn so much, so many things, and you get so nice impressions when you go to their country. And I'm very glad I met Gaurav, and I can show him my culture, and he can show me his culture. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of intercultural relations because
Mm,
we can learn from each other. Yeah, that's the
yeah.
best thing. And yeah, and is there something what you don't really like or you can't understand, can't accept, or I don't know, or adjust? So because everywhere you have pros and cons. Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
everything is great or everything is bad. Yeah, is there
Mm.
something?
Yeah, there's something which I think you can also agree. On the internet here, there is sometimes a lot of hate from Indian people somehow
Yeah,
that write negative comments like, uh, Gaurav's just with you for the passport, or like you don't fit together, or you should stay with people from your country, like white people should stay together or brown people should stay together. I don't know why this hate comes so much from Indian people, because they should be glad to see one of their brothers, no, living in Germany now and having a good time and being happy. And this is sometimes something that makes me sad. And to read these comments, it's not very nice, you know. I guess you can
no.
agree. Um,
I'm glad that you actually started this topic because this upsets me a lot, and especially in the, let's say, last few years, I see a lot of hate from Indians. And okay,
mm,
since I'm posting different couples, sometimes I'm really shocked how insulting they can be towards their
mm,
own country mates. It's like not only about papers, they will just poke, oh, this guy is too dark, how she could marry him, or he is
yes.
so ugly, or this and that. And
Mm,
it's like, don't post this religion, they're bad, though you should post this. And as it makes me, come on, guys, I'm posting
mm,
love stories. Why can't you be happy about these couples? They found each other, they're from different
yes.
cultures, they could manage to create a nice relationship, but instead of that they just try to push them down. And of
Mm,
course, I'm the type of person who will not let these comments in my account, at least. So I have to clean up all the time. I have to remove a lot of messages,
mm.
and it's really sad that people can't be happy about others. I don't know. Are they jealous? I don't know. Maybe
I
someone
think,
who
yeah,
is watching us can explain me what's the
yeah.
problem behind it. Yeah,
I think it's jealousy for sure.
yeah,
We also get a lot of like messages. How do you find a German wife? Or like they write and think it's Gaurav writing. How did you find a German wife? Like, is it about you really have to find like a white person? Is it? It should be about the individual, no? Like, it doesn't matter if the person from India, from Germany, from England. Like, why do you write this? It's not very nice to ask, you know, and
yeah,
sometimes also very personal to ask these questions. I mean, if you can ask maybe in a nice way, but often it feels like, oh, they just want to find someone, or they assume that Gaurav and I we met online through a dating app, and like where white and brown people meet. I don't know. That's how they how
yeah.
they think
So
we met.
I always ask them, are you looking for a country or for a person? If I
Yes,
hear
that's
comments
what I
like this.
wanted to say exactly in your words.
Yes, because
Yes.
I'm getting these messages all the time. Oh, find me a Russian woman. Oh no, find me an American one. And I'm kind of surprised. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Are you looking for a person really? Is it important? Does it really matter if she is German or American or I don't know, or Indian, whoever? Yeah. So
Mm.
this question surprised me a lot. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one who is receiving them every single day.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So, is there something else? what you don't really like in the country itself, maybe.
What something that I don't like much is that people sometimes get like don't have any like respect towards like your how should I say, for example, you're in a line somewhere and people just push you and like come from behind and like they don't have patience sometimes. They come from all
Yeah.
the sides and like, you know, especially I'm not from there, I don't understand. And then they're like, you know, coming from all the sides when you order food. That's sometimes very hard for me. And one more thing which I really don't like is people stare at me. It doesn't matter what I wear. I can wear Western clothes, I can wear Indian clothes. They will stare, and they make it very obvious. And sometimes I like smile at them, and then they smile back. And like when you, maybe some of you in the chat now, or someone that will see the video later, if you see a white person in your country, you know, you can smile at them or say hello and not just stare. It feels like, you know, you're like a alien or something. It's
Yes, or animal in the zoo.
but
That's
maybe you also realize this, you know, you feel like, so you stand out so much just because of your skin color. And if you think, wow, this person is so different, why don't you come up and ask, hey, where are you from? Or, you know, just engage with the person. That would be much nicer than just there.
But you know, in Punjab, I didn't feel so much attention like in Delhi, for example. In Delhi, it's terrible. Like everyone really stares at you so much, and there are so many foreigners who are living and working there, but still, they will just look at you, and you don't feel comfortable. But in
Yeah.
Punjab, I noticed that people look, but they look more like in a curious way. I noticed that women look more, so they are very cute.
Yes.
They
Yes,
always
they
look,
look more.
especially they want to see what I'm wearing, yeah, what
Yeah.
type of shoes, what type of dress.
Yeah.
And I prefer to wear Indian clothes in India. I don't know, I feel more comfortable. Although I see even Indian girls, they dress very openly. Once I was shocked myself. I saw an Indian girl with her boyfriend. I think they were sitting together, and she was wearing such a short shorts. I don't know that you could see everything, and I was wearing salwar kameez, and I told my husband, "Come on, no one is looking at her, but people are looking at me." Why?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes,
think it's about the skin color, also about how our hair looks, how everything, no? We are so different.
yeah. But in Punjab, there are so many fair people. You know, I saw like really people like us, like the same skin color. It's not like when I go to the south. Yeah, I would be very different, of course. But especially in Punjab, there are so many fair people with green eyes, with gray eyes. I was like, wow, so many beautiful people, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be really something like for the, and so many Punjabis are living abroad, so they are used to foreigners. It's not something like they never saw them. If you go to an Indian village, yeah, of course, people
Yeah,
will.
but we were staying in like a small city where his family is living this small city, so people stare a lot. Now I just, you know, accept it more, but I would really like for people to then come up to me and say hello or just, you know, say some a smile and not just look and then look away.
Yeah,
You know.
but better not to smile because if you smile, they can also think something else. Yeah, that's the difference between our cultures. And another question I would like to ask you, because both of you are from different religions, different backgrounds, different cultures. So, do you face any challenges in your daily life? Did you have any problems because of these differences?
Actually, not. So me myself, I don't have a religion. So my family, they are Christians, but I'm not Christian. So, you know, in India, you're born with your religion, but here you can kind of choose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe in God, but I don't officially, I'm not officially Christian. And Gaurav's Sikh, but he's not very religious. Like he doesn't go to church every or to the temple every week or prays a lot. So this never comes in our daily life about religion. No, this not, never, not at all. And also his family, they never try to convince me to be also Sikh or to, you know, this is very nice of his family. They're very modern, they're very accepting, and they just accept the way I am and the way they are, you know. And I think that generally you can have different religions and just live happily together.
Yeah, that's true. No, this is a
Yeah,
beautiful thing about Sikhism because they accept everyone. They respect
yeah,
religion.
mm,
They never force you to change your religion or to change something in yourself. So they accept you the way you are. I think
mm,
I would say, I don't know, I don't want to offend anyone, but I would say that Sikhs are the most, let's say, open-minded people of India, according to me. Yeah,
mm.
because I met a lot of people and a lot of girls who are married to Sikhs. I think they would agree with me. They never face any problems. The families accepted them from day one. Yeah, I think I know only one sad story, but if I compare with other people, yeah, it's really nice. It's that's why I feel I really like this religion because of that reason. Because we are all the same, we are all equal, and we should treat each other equally, no?
Exactly.
And when I see this heat, you know what you were mentioning, it makes me so sad. Why people are like that? Why? Because
Mm,
it's like, why should you judge someone based on skin color, on religion, or nationality,
mm.
whatever? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's really sad. So that's nice to see examples, yeah, where people accept each other. They don't create any problems because the cultures are different. I'm sure in the beginning, maybe when Gorov just arrived to Germany, maybe he also had some culture shock. I think it's kind of normal
Yeah,
for.
yeah, it's normal. True. Yeah.
So now he became more like a German guy. And another question I would like to ask you, what makes Indians different from other nationalities? What do you think? What are the qualities are common in Indian men? If you compare like German man and an Indian man, of course you can't talk about everyone, but there are some qualities, you know, which are like you can point out, and I can also say like what based on my observation, because I met a lot of Indians. Of course, everyone is different,
Mm.
but still there are many similarities.
Yeah. So Gaurav's the first Indian I've ever been to, so it's difficult to compare. But to my when I've been with a German, what I can tell is that these Gaurav's much more caring and much more like engaged in the relationship and plans a lot around like so we can spend time together and makes a lot of effort and always sees me as a priority. I don't know how it is with other Indians, but also his family is exactly the same. His dad is very caring with the mother and always wants her to be happy. And yes, this is something I really like. And I don't know how it's with other Indians because I can't tell. But at least with his family and his relatives, I saw the same. They really want us to be happy and they're so caring, and I love this. But I think that's what I mentioned before.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And can you say that Indians are more, let's say, more emotional people than Germans? Because according to me,
Yes.
as
Yeah.
Indian men, they're very emotional. They can easily cry in front of women. They can, like, I think they're romantic in some ways. Maybe it's influence of Bollywood as well.
Yeah.
They
I
talk very
think
nicely.
especially compared to Germany, also with Latin culture, people there are more like emotional or have a different yeah, we are more calm maybe in Germany, but I think there are so much more cultures besides the Indian one where people are like this. You know, Germans are more maybe calm in general, or yeah,
Yeah, more.
that's what I can
Yeah,
say.
like people say about Russians also that we are cold people, that we don't smile, that we will not talk to strangers, for
Yeah,
example.
that's
Like
what they say about Germans, I guess
yes,
also. Yeah,
yes. In India, it's different. People will come to you, they will talk to you. It's not common in our cultures. Yeah, that someone on the street will just come and smile or something and start conversation.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
had this in Colombia and in Brazil. People come up to you and they want to help you and they talk about everything with you. And so this is not happening in Germany, but also we have very nice, um, yeah, sides. No, the German culture also has some very nice sides. Otherwise, I wouldn't live here anymore, I
No,
guess.
of course, all
Yeah.
culture has something nice and beautiful. But in Brazil, I heard that people can come to you on the street. At least I knew one Belgian girl. She was married to a Brazilian guy. So when she arrived first time to Brazil, she was shocked because people can come to you and they can just hug and kiss you, or just unknown people on the
I've heard this in Carnival in Rio de Janeiro, this happens, but I've been there and it didn't happen to me. I've not been to the carnival, I've been to like after the carnival, but no, it didn't
yeah.
happen to me. But
And for
people
her,
there
it
are much
was
more
shocking.
open. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
because she didn't, she was not expecting it that something like this can happen. Yeah, and she was, oh wow, what is this? But after some time, she started liking it, and she was missing the same things in Belgium because in Belgium it's not really possible. Yeah,
No.
yeah. And another topic you already mentioned it a few times, but I still want to ask you
Hmm.
about Indian cuisine and about German cuisine. So
Yeah.
how do you like Indian food? What are your favorite dishes? Is there something what you can't stand? Because I think in all cuisine there is always at least one dish or something what you don't like.
Yeah.
And what about Gaurav? Does he like German food? I know there's not so much to eat for
No.
vegetarian, but still maybe
Uh,
potatoes or something. I don't know.
Honestly, I love Indian food like most. I love palak paneer, butter paneer. I love the naan, the chapati, also the rice, the way they make it. Like that's my favorite. In German cuisine, well, it's not so spicy, first of all, and also we have more like bread and meat. Rice is not so common. We also eat rice, but it's nothing from here. We eat more potatoes. Um, so, and for Gorav, he's not a big fan, I would say, of German cuisine. Uh, but I think he likes something called Spätzle. It's like, kind of like pasta, but looks
Okay.
different.
Mhm.
And it's with cheese on top. He likes this. But in general, we don't cook German food at home. It's always something else. Never really German food. But my mother, she makes really good food, and sometimes then I go home and she makes some German, it's called Pfannkuchen, so it's pancakes, but the
Yeah.
German version, and this Spätzle, and yeah, I also want our food sometimes, no?
So
Yeah,
you don't cook any German food at home?
not really, but well, I like our German bread. But that's not cooking, so I eat this for breakfast, yeah, with my chai
And
together.
bread is the best, I would say. That's what
Yeah.
I'm missing a lot here
Mm.
in the Netherlands. I'm sorry, guys, who are from here, but your bread really sucks. I don't like this. You know, this soft bread. I like this hard, dark bread.
Yeah, yeah.
Find it in Germany. That's why when we go to Germany, I just get a few packs of bread and I just put it in the fridge so that I can keep it for a longer time. Yeah, because
Yeah.
here it's very difficult, yeah, to find good bread.
Mm.
Yeah, and who is cooking at home? So you
Gaurav.
mainly eat Indian food at home.
Yeah, we cook. My Gaurav's cooking. Yeah, he likes to cook and takes
But
care of the kitchen.
does he open to try other
Yeah, yeah,
dishes?
yeah, yeah.
Because
So
you know, I don't know. I heard from many girls like they were saying that Indians they don't want to eat anything except Indian food. Even if they
not
go
for
abroad,
Gaurav.
they will never
No,
try anything.
no. We have like I eat more Indian food than him, and he cooks a lot of different food, like from different cultures. He also goes to the gym a lot, so he has to really look what he's eating, and that it has protein and fiber and carbs and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw one question in German. Maybe you can translate it.
Which language we speak together? I mentioned this
Ah,
before. We
yes.
speak English and German.
Yes, and there is another question I think about languages and cross cultures. It is hard to communicate if both don't know the same language. So it's
No, because we
not
both
barrier.
speak the same language. We speak English both, and we speak German both, so no, not an issue.
Yes. So no, that's what I was talking. That it's nice that he is ready to try. Yeah, because as I said, yeah, Indians are very conservative. They think that Indian food is the best. Really, no, it's a good thing. Indian food is really great. I don't want to say anything. Yeah, and it's so different. Like you can like go to the south and taste something totally different. But do you prefer personally North Indian food or South Indian
For
food?
sure, North Indian food. But that's also what I'm used to, no? I eat a lot of North Indian food. When I go to the south, maybe I find some things I like also a lot.
Yeah, like I don't know, dosas are very nice. Yeah, they have a lot of vegetarian stuff. Yeah, but
Mhm.
I think it's more difficult to cook, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Or maybe I never try to cook South Indian food, so it looks for me a little bit more difficult. And do you like Indian sweets?
Yes, I like burfi a lot. It's so nice. And ice cream. No, they have everything they make. They just make amazing. I can tell this for sure. Everything, all the sweets they have are so nice and so much to try, never ending,
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
that's true.
Mm.
But don't you find them a little bit too sweet? I don't know. Because for me, they are too sweet. I can't handle
Some
them.
are, yes, some are for sure.
Like I don't know,
Mm.
even gulab jamun, for example, just full of sugar. I think you need some tea or coffee with it.
Yes,
I can't eat it like that.
true. You need
Yeah,
something with it. Mm.
yeah. I just try to also go through the comments. Did you try Northern Indian food? Yeah, you
Yeah,
already
I
asked.
think the most things get that got asked, we already answered.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was trying to go through the comments in the meantime, but I didn't notice anything what you didn't really answer. If we miss something, guys, so
Mm.
please write in a comment. Yeah, because it's like it's like so many people are joining, so I'm just trying to concentrate on our conversation and on the comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
So last question I would like to ask you, and I ask this question all the girls because everyone have different experience, and I would like them to share. And I think it's very good and interesting for others to listen to different experience. So, what would you recommend to the girls who are in relationships with Indian guys to prevent any problems or misunderstanding in the future? What do you think? Is it important to meet the family before you decide to create something serious? Yeah, like to create a family in the future. So, what is your experience? I know that your story is a little bit different. You met in Germany, and
Mhm.
Gaurav has been living in Germany already for many years. So he's maybe more, he's not a typical Indian guy, I think. And I think you would agree with me that it's easier to be with someone who is like more open-minded, like open to learn about different cultures, because I find it very difficult when, for example, a very conservative guy
Mm.
try to marry a foreigner girl, and then there would be a lot of problems in the future. Yeah.
So yeah, we first knew we were going to be in a relationship, and then told the family, and also, but before we wanted to get married, we asked our parents for like if it's okay for them. So I think it's also individual, but some I know some families maybe would be happy if you even before relationship, no, you ask them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you think it's important to meet the families first? So
Yeah, it's important to meet the family to also know how your partner grew up, and yeah, I think that's to also have this, in that that the parents accept you. That's also good to know, because if you will always have his family in your life, and it's good if they accept you, if they know you.
yeah, I think we have to skip then the questions. Yeah, because I see quite a lot of questions about Germany and India, yeah, about Germans, about the differences between Germans and Indians. So I don't think you will be able
Yeah,
to
I'm
answer.
sorry that my phone has some issues right now with charging. I don't know why, because I have the right charger here. Yeah. So
Yes.
thank you very much for your time. And maybe the people can just write their questions under the video and then we can answer them there.
Yes, I think the ones which we didn't answer, yeah, you can please repeat them again, yeah, in the comment section, yeah, so Lucy can answer them because I saw quite a few. And I would like to thank you for being today with me. It was really nice talking to you. Very nice to listen about your experience. So thank you so much. And I would like to thank everyone who joined us today. So a lot of people, yes, it was very nice to see so many people. And I have been organizing interviews for some time as well. Yeah, so I have been missing you guys a lot. So I'm happy to be back. Yeah, and I hope we will meet again and plan something else, to talk about something else. It's always nice. And of course, you are always welcome to the Netherlands. Hope we will meet one time. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wish you a wonderful day ahead. Yes.
You too.
And please, guys, please write your questions. Yeah. We will be waiting for them. Okay. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.